He said not to kill him.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to!
So Yuri, you're after Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield, you're the next Spider-Man.
I guess so. That's when you say it like that, it sounds much more impressive.
It is impressive, I would say so.
When I think about it that way, it stresses me out, so I try not to think about having followed such other great people as Spider-Man, but they all influence me, whether I admit it or not.
Okay. Which one would be your favorite of these three?
I grew up with Tobey Maguire as my cinematic Spider-Man.
Okay.
But I've loved what Tom's done recently. I mean, I love Homecoming was great. So, it's hard to choose, but Tobey was my OG.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think of Tom Holland's improvised Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good line in Avengers Infinity War?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It broke hearts. It broke millions and millions of hearts. Okay. I can only hope that anything that I improvised in this game affects even 6 people.
So you did improvise?
Occasionally, I think as we went further on in the work of the game, I earned a trust amongst the writers to occasionally improvise. Now, whether or not they ever kept any of that stuff, I don't know yet. I haven't played the game, but I would like to believe that a couple of good ones made it in.
Okay. Could you give us an example?
Man, I hope, I never know how they're going to go with stuff like this, but one day, yippee-ki-yay, mother spiders, it came out, and we'll see if it makes it in the game.
We'll see. So what would be maybe your most favorite Spider-Man comic?
Oh, I haven't read anything recently. I haven't, kept up to date. So it was funny because people like Brian and John would occasionally, and Ben, would have to say, "Oh, this is a reference to something recently." I'd have to ask questions, but I didn't get any of the Ben Reilly references. Brian Michael Bendis' run has to be still probably one of my favorites of the time that I remember reading Spider-Man comics.
And which villain would you like to fight as Spider-Man the most, if you haven't already?
I have a soft spot for the Spot as one, actually, because my son is in love with that character. There's something about Kraven that I've always loved. Mysterio is just goofy enough that he's got a great. This side of Batman, Spider-Man's got to have the greatest, if not, at least as great a rogues gallery.
If you say so, you already fought Mysterio in the game, didn't you?
That's okay. Good point. Yeah, I guess. I guess depending on how long you've been playing.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
And speaking about spoilers, how did you feel about that one major character death that's happening to the end of the game?
I mean, it was heartbreaking. It was written in, and then Marvel said no, and so we took it out. And then as the game progressed, Marvel came back and said, "You know what? You guys have earned that." So it's terrible. It's sad. I mean, hopefully, if Marvel thought that we had earned it, the fans will think so too.
Yeah, in my opinion, it worked great within the story.
Thank you, because I haven't really gotten to talk to anybody about it. I'm so glad that we can talk about it and that you even know what we're talking about. Yeah.
And also maybe talking about the post-credit scene, which version of the Green Goblin would you like to fight more? Would it be Harry or Norman Osborn?
It would be always Harry Osborn, yeah.
Because it has the more kind of personal touch?
Yeah, I think because Peter and Harry are friends, and that makes it all the more difficult.
Do you want to return into the role as Spider-Man for maybe future installments or more work for DLCs?
No, I think I've really had my run. No, of course! What are you talking about? I would do this for the rest of my life if I could, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, if they ask me, I will be there.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So let's hope Insomniac Games is spending another game.
I hope you guys are buying this game, because maybe if you buy a lot of this game, then we'll get to make more Spider-Man games.
All right,
yeah.
Great, Yuri. Thanks for your time.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm happy too.
Nice.
You have no idea.